First impression I had of Los Angeles is like to go from one street to another, you would take the freeway. And how vast it was and how ugly it could be and how pretty it could be depending on where you are. I am walking in between the US and France in general. I had spent 2 years in London that were really nice. I did advertising mostly, and then I decided I wanted to do a movie. So, I mean, it's like the cliche. I went to Los Angeles, I found a lawyer, I found an agent, and I started to read screenplays. I had my translator to translate words I didn't understand, I didn't know. I took a pile of scripts that were given by my agent. I started to read them, and they were mostly, it was horrendous to read them. They were really not interesting and very predictable. And I came to the conclusion that screenplays are really boring to read, and it's up to the director to make a good movie from a boring screenplay. Before I reached this conclusion, I tried something. There's a store actually on Hollywood Boulevard that sells for the tourist a screenplay. I bought the screenplay of Taxi Driver and I started to read it, and right away it read like it was a novel written by a great writer. I was disappointed and relieved. Disappointed because I knew that screenplay could be good and I didn't have access to them. And excited because it was great to read. So Spike Jonze was shooting Being John Malkovich and he let me read his screenplay, written by Charlie Kaufman, and I really loved it and I thought it was funny, very original and touching. So it confirmed my idea that I could find a screenplay that I liked to read. So I met with Charlie Kaufman and we started to talk about this idea for Eternal Sunshine. My first feature film, Human Nature, was shot in Los Angeles and supposed to happen in Boston. And it was a nightmare because if the actor goes to the left or instead of the right, then you're gonna frame a palm tree or a Spanish house. So then I went to cities where the story was based. I didn't have script so far that happened in Los Angeles, even if most script and stories are supposed to happen here. For instance, David Lynch is one of the directors who captured the essence of Los Angeles. To do a good movie in Los Angeles, you have to embrace its ugliness and make it look good. In Los Angeles there is dirty plants and pretty grass. You know that people who change their garden for plastic grass, they get a bonus from the city because you spend less water. And so my lawyer, he has a huge garden, it's all plastic grass. This is horrifying.